thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explore right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been.
So Spurs step into this fixture with a bit of grimace on their face as Chelsea's attempt at a remontada from 3 goals down backfired on them tremendously yesterday. Could Tottenham themselves get some London pride and some rare joy in completing a remontada of their own against Atlético Madrid? We'll find out as Tottenham have a bid to progress further than Chelsea in the Champions League by some miracle. Well, it has been a very, very interesting week so far. Premier League action between Brentford and Wolves is where we started. Yesterday was an exciting day in the Champions League, but you join us here for Tottenham against Atletico Madrid live in the Champions League. If you do watch the replay, please make sure you leave a like on the stream. Hit that subscribe button here on new. Thank you very much indeed, folks, to everybody who joined us here today. Kickoff is on the way for you at 8 o'clock. Now, Tottenham do sit with a current aggregate scoreline of 5-2 in favour of Atletico Madrid. But can it get any worse than being beaten 3-0 on your own patch by Paris Saint-Germain and losing 8-2 on aggregate? Not even Newcastle lost 8-2 on aggregate after their 7-2 defeat to Barcelona this evening, which we will get to shortly. That was 8-3. And Tottenham, I believe, did actually beat Atletico Madrid in the league phase. I mean, I know that in and amongst some really bad form, they beat somebody at home in the Champions League in the league phase late. So, I mean, it would be madness. And I think with the little bit of the rivalry that Tottenham and Chelsea have, because most certainly it can get fiery between those two, I would think that that in itself might be some motivation for these Tottenham players, just for the fact that we could progress further than Chelsea. We could impact. You know what I mean? In Chelsea, you get what I'm saying? Tottenham have really got a chance to make fun of Chelsea tonight and stick that defeat right in their face, because Chelsea fell flat on their face yesterday when they were sat claiming about a remontada. You also had Man City yesterday, who got pulled apart single-handedly by Vinicius Jr. yesterday, I have to say. Fair play to him. He was man of the match for sure. There was a lot of disallowed goals in that game. First leg, obviously, it was all about Federico Valverde. Bernardo Silva's red card had a huge contribution, and most certainly did that Vinny Jr. late goal have a huge contribution to my bank balance, needless to say, because it was a £29 win yesterday that those wins for PSG and Manchester and Real Madrid, as well as Arsenal's win, got me. So, yes, I felt very good picking up £29 out of the bookies today. From yesterday. So, without further ado, then, let's get over to UEFA.com, because there is a lot to get through. There is a lot to analyse. There is a lot to talk about, including how bad Chelsea were yesterday. Head over to UEFA.com /Champions League, where we can have a little deep delve into all the information that you and I need to know. Barcelona running riot, 7-2 win for them over Newcastle. Bloody hellfire. I predicted 3-0 for that game. The last time I saw a 7-2 scoreline was when Aston Villa beat Liverpool 7-2 in the no-fans season. But Rafinha had a brace. Bernal got on the score sheet. Lamine Yamal scored a penalty. Fermin Lopez got a goal. And Robert Lewandowski got a brace. The opening goal was indeed from Rafinha. And also, the last goal was scored by Rafinha. There was 2 goals for Newcastle, though, as well. Anthony Elanga scored an equaliser to Rafinha's first goal. And then he scored again at, I think, 2-1 to make it 2-2, perhaps. And then from there, it was a downward spiral for Newcastle. So what a tremendous win that was for Barcelona at home to Newcastle, 7-2. And I can tell you I'll enjoy the highlights of that one later on. But I don't think that there'll be anything more embarrassing than Bayern Munich beating Atalanta by another 6 goals or 5. tonight for Atalanta, as that could get into double figures when we talk about the aggregate scoreline. It's currently 6-1, and it could get a whole lot worse. Liverpool are 1-0 down against Galatasaray at home tonight. I predicted for them to win 2-0 and to go through 2-1 an aggregate against Galatasaray at home. That is one of the 8 o'clock kickoffs. And if you do want to watch that match, I believe that is the game that is on TNT Sports 1 HD and TNT Sports Ultimate. Bayern against Atalanta is on TNT Sports 2, TNT Sports 3 for Tottenham against Atlético de Madrid. And I am going to back Atletico Madrid to win this game tonight. Tottenham's home form is atrocious. However, like I say, the confidence will be there after that point at Anfield for Tottenham on Sunday. And also, I would hope, if I was a Spurs fan, which I'd never be in my lifetime, I'm an Arsenal fan, but if I was a Spurs fan, I would be well motivated by how embarrassed Chelsea must be right now. It is going to be a 5-4-1 formation that Tottenham play tonight. Vicario in goal for them, a back five of Pedro Porro, Cristian Romero, Radu Dragusin, Mickey van der Ven, and Jed Spence behind the midfield four of Xavi Simons, Pape Sarr, Archie Gray and Matthias Tell, and then Randall Colomwani leads the front on the bench. For Tottenham is Antonin Kinski, Brandon Austin, Kevin Danso, Destiny Udogie, Lucas Bergvall, Conor Gallagher, Olasesi, Kai Retterman, and Rousewell. And there is no Rafinha tonight for Tottenham. No Rafinha. How interesting. Diego Simeone for Atletico Madrid puts out a 4-4-2 formation, and it is going to be Musso in goal for them. That's a late change as well, I believe. There is no Jan Sommer available. Is it Jan Sommer? Jan Sommer, I think, available to them. Back four. No, not Jan Sommer. Is it Jan Sommer? No. No, Jan Sommer's into Milan. Anyways. The number one goalkeeper. Oh, fuck. No, that's going to piss me off if I don't. Shit. That's going to piss me right off if I don't find out who the missing goalkeeper is, but I was told the name. Jan Oblak, sorry. Yeah, that's it. I don't know why I came up with Jan Sommer then, but no, Jan Oblak is unavailable for Atletico Madrid. So that could be an advantage for Tottenham. But Musso in goal, back four, sees, is that Molina? Lenormand, Hanko and Ruggeri in that back four behind the midfield four of Adamola Lookman, Cardoso. I swear Lookman was at Inter Milan not a year or two ago. Marcos Llorente and Simeone, the son of Diego Simeone, I believe it is Giuliano Simeone. And then the front two is Antoine Griezmann alongside Julian Alvarez on the bench for Atletico de Madrid. Is third and fourth choice goalkeepers, Esquivel and De Luis, Jimenez, Koke, Sorloth, Alex Biner, Almada, Clement Longley, former Spurs player there, Pubil, Vargas, Gonzalez, and Julio Diaz, all on that bench for Atletico de Madrid. And I see now, actually, Richarlison is suspended. I mean, I didn't think he was injured because, he played a full match against Liverpool at Anfield not 2 or 3 days ago. Form-wise, it wasn't only ever one game between these two before, head-to-head, 1 win for Atletico de Madrid, 5 goals scored by them, 2 goals scored by Tottenham. So that meeting in the first leg was the first Champions League meeting between these two clubs. It is a clear night at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium where the pitch is excellent, humidity at 73%, wind speeds at 10 kilometers an hour, 8-degree temperature, and it's a German team. Is it full stretch? It is full stretch German, and it's Daniel Siebert who is the main official. His assistants are Jan Seidel and Raphael Fulton. Then the official is Daniel Schlager. VAR is Bastian Danker, and his assistant is Soren Storks. Full German officiating team tonight, and indeed, everybody will be focused on their own thing tonight. There is plenty to keep an eye out for, of course. If you want a goal fest, and you might have watched your team yesterday, or your team may not be in the competition and you want a goal fest, Bayern Munich against Atalanta is probably the place to go. If you want to see a match which could go either way and probably will be the most high-risk game, I would probably say, personally, that this is the game that you want to be watching. Or you can watch Liverpool if you want to watch a game where you know the result already. Liverpool will win that game 2-0, mate. Liverpool will win 2-0 tonight. And just a reminder not to stir any anger between the Tottenham fans, because obviously, you know what I mean, we may have Tottenham fans in tonight. This is a Tottenham watch-along, but there are only, please, drum roll, 4 days to go until the Carabao Cup final. Yes, just 4 days to go until the Carabao Cup final. We can't wait for it. I most certainly can't as an Arsenal fan. And you guys, please do join us in all your numbers. Bring your noise and make it the most memorable Carabao Cup final that this channel ever sees in a watch-along, because it is going to be the best of Carabao Cup finals. Come on, you Gunners. And that is in 4 days' time. And just a reminder, on the day of the Carabao Cup final, there will be no Premier League content. There will be no Premier League focus here on Realltom Football on Super Sunday. It will only be the Carabao Cup final. And I repeat, only the Carabao Cup final. Any Premier League content will be disregarded and put on the back burner. Where even though there is Newcastle, Sunderland and all that lot on that day. League Cup final is the only focus on Sunday. So if you do join us, please note we will not be talking about Premier League football on that day. All with the exception of Arsenal and Manchester City, because that is what it's about. And it's a day where we could win our third League Cup, only our third, Arsenal, believe it or not. And I think that is the day where if you win the League Cup, I've said this all season long. If we don't win the League Cup, we won't win the Premier League. And I know that now that might seem a bit far-fetched. However, I kind of stand by it, because I do believe that the League Cup is what we need to propel us to the league title, if you know what I mean. It's the perfect trophy to win when you're in a title race, because it's the first trophy you can win in a season if you're in the Premier League. And sometimes if you are not very good at winning trophies, then yeah, winning a trophy beforehand, before winning a big one, can be a bonus. What is 890 Gaming joined us? Welcome aboard to you. I will do that later on. So there is an exchange of flags, and we're going to see the coin toss for the game live as well from Bastian Danker. And it's good to see Cristian Romero back in the Tottenham team after an injury period. He wasn't available for the Liverpool game on Sunday, but he is Tottenham's captain, and Tottenham somehow managed to point at Anfield without their captain. The downside for them is that Richarlison, who was a key figure in that Tottenham team on Sunday, is suspended for this game. Not bad at all, mate. It appears that Atlético Madrid are going out in a blue and red kit tonight, with very few shades of white, all bar the cuffs of the sleeves. So can Tottenham then tonight, in a season where they've been terrible at home, they've been terrible in all competitions really, could they do something special tonight to rub some Champions League pride into the faces of Chelsea fans who, it's fair to say, will be mortified after an 8-2 aggregate defeat by PSG? We're going to find out, and here we go. It was coming. No, I was never back in Bodo for that game. Here is Jed Spence for Tottenham tonight, and Pedro Porro with the ball floated forward. Romero is battling hard, and Romero wins a throw-in for Tottenham. That's a good start in the first minute by Tottenham. Getting forward, Romero holding his ground, winning his throw-in for the team. And it's only the first minute, but definitely have started the game with intent. Oh. Well, good riddance for Man United. I mean, look, let's just say it as it is. What is 890 gaming? Because obviously, Manchester United are in a big moment now. And obviously, when you look at those articles about your former players, you've got to look at that and you've got to go good riddance, because you don't want that at Man United. Like, if you'd have kept Garnacho at your club and he was doing that, how detrimental could that be to you right now when you are guaranteed third place and you are also having a small bid to try and get a second place above Manchester City this season? How detrimental could something like that be? Yeah. Because obviously, in a dressing room that's happy right now under Michael Carrick, and in a dressing room that's going to get third place in Champions League football above Liverpool, you don't want any stirs. He vapes. Does he vape? Surely that'd be banned, though, for footballers. Although, for saying that, he does play for Chelsea. And don't sit there. Yeah, he plays for Chelsea. Trust me when I tell you, I'm an Arsenal fan. These lot ain't as clowny as Chelsea. I swear. I swear to God, this Tottenham are not as clowny as Chelsea. No way. I'm not buying it. That Chelsea are definitely more clowny than Tottenham. And I'm not afraid to admit as an Arsenal fan, that club is wash. I know that Tottenham right now are in difficult circumstances. They're threatened with relegation, like they're our North London rivals. But honestly, I think you'll maul Chelsea. I think you'll maul them. Oh my God, he's getting a tattoo, and yeah, he's got a vape in his hand, I see. A Hayati one. Yeah, I hope you go and batter Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. I get it. I get it. Yeah, you are sat with a fixture that is well known for 1-1 draws. I get it. I get that you probably haven't won at Stamford Bridge in a while. However, I will sit there and I will say that really go batter them. Go batter them at Stamford Bridge. Go and destroy Chelsea. Somebody needs to go and batter them again. Like a Premier League team needs to batter them at Stamford Bridge. And I think for you as well, if you... I'm not answering your phone call, mate, on Twitter, on X Audio, so... But no, Atletico Madrid score. The flag's up. And Ademola Lookman, what has he done to his hair? What has Ademola Lookman done to his hair? I barely recognise the fella. But yes, no, in terms of phone calls on duty, shall we say, you can actually phone call me through StreamYard. Because, well, I mean, I say phone call me. It's not a phone call, but obviously you can join my studio, and it is technically a Microsoft Teams call. There was a VAR check on the goal that was disallowed. It has been confirmed as offside. So let off for Spurs there. Well, yes, I am serving my duty of bringing you watch-alongs. Nathan Clark, good to see you. Welcome aboard. How are you doing? Jed Spence, Colomwani. Bad one for you guys tonight. Kate and Jonathan, good to see them. Welcome aboard, though. 7-2, of course. Wow, well, what a game, but bad one for you. Goal flashes will be provided from the Liverpool Galatasaray game and the Bayern Atalanta games. I can tell that was sarcasm. Yeah, I haven't got my trim yet. No, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, you know, you're right. You did equalise twice. Elanga with the 2 goals for you. Yeah, bad one for you, though, really. Losing by 5 goals. I mean, I predicted 3-0 for that game, and is it? Well, that's good then. That's good to know, Mr. Abdullah Munir. That is good to know. I've lost my bloody sponge for my shitting earpiece. I see it. I hate wearing these, you know, now. Actually. Yeah, I'm not a big fan anymore. Ever since I lost the black ones on my New Year's mystery tour, I've just been disliking wearing my earbuds. Probably because of the freshness of the speakers, shall we say. Of course, you're doing Ramadan, aren't you? Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to say that I won't be aware of anything that happens in the Premier League on Sunday. Well, I will be aware, but I won't be paying much attention. I will be at the point of you guys playing that game in Wetherspoon's 3 pints in. So yes, I will come live to you guys with a bit of booze in my body. It is. So yes, there you go. I'll be all boozed up. I'm going to do a watch along for you. But yes, like I say, I'll be 3 or 4 pints through the day, shall we say? Liverpool won't lose tonight. Liverpool will win 2-0. Yeah, we won comfortably. Or yesterday, I think I hope we win the league class. I am like, I know I don't sound like it now, but I am desperate to win that League Cup. I'm desperate to win that League Cup. Like, I couldn't care less about the FA Cup. I am desperate to win the Carabao Cup. Like, besides winning the Premier League, nothing can make me more happy, I don't think. But I'm desperate to win that League Cup. I'm desperate. You know what I mean? I want to, you know what I mean? It's been so long. And I love that competition. I'll be really upset. I'll be devastated if we don't lift the trophy on Sunday. I'll be devastated. And I'll tell you the truth when I say that. I truthfully will be absolutely heartbroken if we don't lift that cup on Sunday. Because I genuinely couldn't care less about the FA Cup at the minute. $13 minutes to go. 13 minutes gone, rather, I should say. Into the 14th. Tottenham 0, Atlético Madrid 0. 5-2 on aggregate at the minute. But Tottenham have survived longer than Chelsea did against PSG yesterday. Chelsea were already, I think, 1 or 2-0 down by this point in the game yesterday. Yeah, about 14 minutes in, it was already 7-2 on aggregate. Oh, nice ball into Marcos Llorente. And Van der Ven came across. Ball's gone across and Xavi Simons to clear. And is this going to fall to Matthias Tell? It is going to fall to Matthias Tell. Can he set up Randall Colomwani? He's made the run. Not quite. Won back by Griezmann for Atletico de Madrid. And now Llorente skipping the challenge of Spence. And Llorente's got no support. He does look lively, Marcos Llorente. That's ball to Matthias Tell. He's onside. Can he create something for Tottenham? He can win a corner for Tottenham. That's what he can do. And can Tottenham open up Atlético Madrid from a corner? They didn't quite do it against Liverpool. Richarlison's goal was from open play. Can they use corners to their advantage tonight to help them in their bid? Matthias Tell on the left. It's not a bad delivery, and it's punched by Musso. Now, of course, it isn't Jan Oblak in goal tonight, and Tottenham should take that to their advantage because Jan Oblak, I think, had a late injury to his muscle. So, yeah, they definitely should be trying to use that to their advantage, Tottenham. Now, if they win by 3 goals tonight, they will be able to send us to extra time. Should they win by 4 by some miracle, they will go through. Not that I'm counting horses on the fact that they'll win by 3 or 4 goals, or even win at all. Although I was counting horses trying to get Liverpool to win that game on Sunday. It was an unbelievably bad game. I could not believe my eyes, really. I was just so set up for a goal fest on Sunday, and I was starstruck by the fact that Liverpool were so shit. Matthias Tell. Xavi Simons. Yeah, he's giving away a foul, Jed Spence. Just went a bit too heavy on Griezmann as he was trying to stop the counter break. Antoine Griezmann cleverly winning that foul off Jed Spence because he knows that he's going to draw the foul. Well, it could be an interesting weekend when it comes to betting because obviously I have got £30 to play with now in cash. So I could put a nice big bet on for the League Cup final on Sunday. Who knows? Yes, I had an extraordinary £29 win on yesterday's Champions League action. Would you believe? I know. £29. Just off £1 as well. £1 to return £29. I know. It was awesome. Although for saying that, now I wish I put £100 on it. That's ricocheted. It will fall to Xavi Simons, wins a free kick for Tottenham. Well, they aren't doing too badly. They disallowed goal was obviously an area of concern, but I mean, it most certainly can't get as bad as how Chelsea were yesterday, I don't think. God, Chelsea were awful yesterday. They really were. Made a complete fool of themselves. And they sit there with a stadium strapped in livery that says Pride of London. I'm sorry. And by the way, it is everywhere in that stadium. I know so. I've been in that stadium in the away end, and it's even in the away end, Pride of fucking London. Pride of London, my arse. Dragus in preparing the throw. It's a long throw. It's a decent delivery. And Romero gets the flick on. Comes out to Dragus the throw in. Take a tail strike. Straight at Musso. Needed a bit more power. Maybe he was stretching for it a bit. It's going to be a free kick. Foul by Julian Alvarez. And Archie Gray to Pape Sarr. 5-1 aggregate, but Tottenham showing spirit, showing fight, most certainly getting forward momentum. Tell onto Jed Spence, into Xavi Simons. It's definitely going to be hard to carve open this Atletico Madrid team, though. Tell, that's gone out, yeah. Looped over the goal. Bayern Munich have been given a penalty against Atalanta, where it's 6-1 aggregate. They could make it 7-1 and 1-0 on the night. Papsar. Xavi Simons couldn't quite feed it all the way through to Randal Colomani. And Llorente picks up the pieces for Atletico Madrid. And, well, Simons blocking the clearance there. But I think he's been penalised for handball. His arm was up high when he made that block. That's got out of place for a Tottenham throw. And Atleti having a spell where they can't really get out at the minute. Tottenham beginning to pen them in. But Diego Simeone has built a side that is strong defensively. Tell here is doing well. He's got good strength. And I think he's forced the corner with a save at the near post from Musso. So another Tottenham corner. And it's more Tottenham pressure on Atletico Madrid. That's a good show of strength by Matthias Tell. Does really well taking on Lenormand. And he wins the corner for Tottenham. I think that point at Anfield's had a huge impact on the morale of the players because they're playing well. Tell into the box. So, goal for Liverpool. Goal for Liverpool. Liverpool have scored at Anfield against Galatasaray. Goal for Liverpool. And also goal for Bayern Munich. So, goal for Liverpool. And your Liverpool goal scorer is Dominic Szoboszlai. I'm guessing that might be a free kick, might not be. I'm sure I'll get somebody tell me in a minute, but it is 1-1 on aggregate now. Liverpool level on aggregate, and they're 1-0 up on the night. Liverpool 1, Galatasaray 0, 1-1 on aggregate through Dominic Szoboszlai. So once again, Liverpool 1, Galatasaray 0, but 1-1 on aggregate. And Bayern Munich have also gone ahead at home to Atalanta. It was a penalty. It was Harry Kane with that goal. And it's a goal which increases the aggregate score to 7-1. And 1-0 on the night for Bayern Munich against Atalanta. That will be Atalanta. And Atalanta's journey ending, of course. Liverpool know that most certainly Paris Saint-Germain will be their opponents should they get through against Galatasaray tonight. And I mean, that might not be fun because Paris Saint-Germain absolutely have taken Chelsea apart. Do you know what, Abdi? And I'm an Arsenal fan, but I'm not afraid to say this. I honestly believe that not only that point at Anfield, but also the fact that Chelsea got so badly battered yesterday is probably giving these Tottenham players and fans a bit of. Do you know what I mean? I think they're motivated by Chelsea being pulled apart by PSG. I think these players are motivated for the fact that, oh, hang on a minute. Well, we can stick our middle finger up at Chelsea and laugh at them. That's got to be in there for me. There's got to be an element of, well, we can do this and we can embarrass Chelsea and all that shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Why would you not want to give Chelsea a bit of stick after they've been pulled apart against PSG? I also think that point at Anfield has played a huge impact as well. But they're playing well. I mean, at the minute, Atlético aren't getting out, so... Here's Simons onto Jed Spence. Pape Sarr. Now Pedro Porro for Tottenham. Jed Spence down the left. It's Archie Gray. That's another point as well. Yeah, Oblak's not away. He's injured. They need 3 to equalise on aggregate tonight. They need 3. They can get, if they get 4, they go straight through. No extra time. If they get 4, they go straight through. And that's Pages by Tel to get the front. I think you might be right. And Colin Mawani and Tottenham score. They've played well. And Randall Colomawani has begun the remontada for Tottenham. Chelsea's remontada attempt backfired. But Tottenham, the side in 17th in the Premier League, are one way towards completing a remontada. And that's a great cross. And it's a great header by Randall Colomawani. He heads it down. He heads it into the ground, which means that when it hits the ground, it's going to pick up pace. Doesn't always work, but when it does, And yeah, head the ball into the ground and down. Here's Ademola Lookman for Atlético de Madrid. Here's Matthias Tell. Now, he's going to win a corner. It's another one. It's Tottenham getting the corners tonight. Like I say, yesterday what happened to Chelsea and that Liverpool result for Tottenham, both combined, and Oblak not being available, is probably contributing to why we're seeing what we're seeing. If they go through tonight, you've got to say that they're going to try and stay. For me, if they go through tonight, they've got to stay up in the Premier League somehow. That's not a great corner delivery. It was way too overhit. But that's okay. I mean, look, going in 1-0 up at half time is a bonus for Tottenham. But if they can go 2-0 up, if they can go in 2-0, if they can find a second goal before the break in the next 14 minutes or so, that would be huge, because that's half the job done. 4-0 will get them straight through tonight. Bear that in mind. If they win, that's what they've got to win by. If they want to go straight through, no extra time, no nothing like that, they need to win 4-0. And honestly, since that disallowed goal, Atleti ain't looked like scoring. Colomani giving away a foul there. Free kick in a dangerous position. Foul from behind. Just clips him. It's nothing malicious or anything like that. It's just... I think it's just being up for it. Well, funnily enough, Tottenham need a 4-0 win tonight. And Atletico Madrid do know how it feels to lose 4-0 in North London, because my Arsenal beat them 4-0 in the league phase. So 5-3 on aggregate. Tottenham just 2 goals behind on aggregate. 3-0 will get the game to extra time. 4-0 will be Dreamlander. Vicario there flaps as there was a deflection on that shot. Tottenham trying to find the outball. Romero gets a little bit of a touch that gets it clear. Flick on by Colomani is going to lead to nothing other than Atletico Madrid winning the ball back. 10 minutes to go in the first half. It's 1-0 to Spurs on the night. It's 5-3 to pay Atletico Madrid on aggregate. Oh, here's a chance for Colomani. And Xavi Simons has played in Tell. Can Tell find the finish? No, straight. He needed to adjust his body. He needed to open his body up more there. Matthias Tell, I can't. I'll tell you right now, he needs to open his body up more. Matthias Tell, open up your body more. Adjust your angle as well. That should be beating the goalkeeper, Musso. And it's that bottom corner. It's an easy save. For Musso in the end. Well, here's Antoine Griezmann. Atlético Madrid probing but not threatening. They are starting to see more of the ball, though. And the Tottenham dominance up front is starting to decrease. That's natural, though, in a game like this. Against a team like Atlético Madrid. For Tottenham. Molina. Marcos Llorente. He's been one of the key figures in the first half for Atlético Madrid. Antoine Griezmann. Feeds Julian Alvarez. Got bodies in front of him. Too many bodies in front of him, it would seem. Cross is not great. Kept alive on the edge of the box. Julian Alvarez has a bit of a rattled face about him, I'm not going to lie. That was a really good first touch by Xavi Simons. And Xavi Simons, and there was a crucial intervention there back at the back by Molina. Because if not, that was going through to Tell. Spence to apply pressure. Griezmann's loose touch. Van de Ven intercepts. Back to Vicario. 7 minutes to go in the first stop plus added time. Here's Jed Spence. Spence. I mean, if you're a Chelsea fan, you're looking at this game right now and you're thinking, why didn't we play like this? Chelsea were 7-2 down on aggregate by this point. Chelsea were out by this point. At this point in the game yesterday for Chelsea, it was 7-2 on aggregate. They can definitely pat themselves on the back, Tottenham, because it's 5-3. It's funny. It's funny. Little bit too aggressive there. Romero's frustrated. Porro's frustrated, but it was a foul on Lookman there. So scores on the doors. 1-0 Bayern, 1-0 Liverpool, 1-0 Tottenham. In the Champions League, of course. Very different game at 5:45. 7-2 did Barcelona beat Newcastle tonight. Foul by Jets fans on Giuliano Simeone. Yeah, careful. That's Diego Simeone's son. Diego Simeone is rather far back in his dugout. He's not. I mean, Igor Tudor is on the edge of his dugout. You can barely see Diego Simeone. But I think for Tudor, because of the way Tottenham are and the way it's gone this season and how bad they've been, you want to be on the edge of your box, and you want to be at all times being able to communicate with the players, keep it. Yeah, it's understandable that Simeone's not quite as far. Oh, hang on a minute, here's it drops for Tell. Tell drops the shoulder. Oh, save by Musa. When he dropped his shoulder, I thought, oh, they could hang on a minute. Since the disallowed goal, they've been not great, Atletico Madrid, but Griezmann. Can he get the space opened up? But Colomwani did well. Did well not to see the foul and hold it. Alvaro, that could have gone anywhere. When he hit it, I thought Sizzler. Oh, it sizzled. And it actually skims the roof of the net. Just about. First angle, I thought it was way over, but actually, that skims the roof of the net. And it took a deflection, so it's going to be a corner for Atletico de Madrid. If they score now, it could burst the Tottenham balloon. Would be a horrible time to concede a goal if you're Tottenham. Oh, Simeone, oh, deflection, what a save. Oh, my word, that was a wicked deflection. Save Vicario. He chests it down, Giuliano Simeone. Oh, my word. It deflects off Romero's head. What a save from Vicario. What a save, Vicario. That deflection was wicked. Oh, my word. We've got about 10 seconds left of normal time in the first half, and Tottenham survived there. Oof. 2 minutes out of time. And they could be breaking here. Throwing it'll be in Atlético's half for Tottenham. If they get a second goal before half time, it'd be huge. Tell, byline. Yeah, not a great cross. Good save for Carriel, I have to say. What a save. I mean, it's not one of the best saves in the world, but it's a very good save. Here's Jed Spence. That's a nice flick by Tell. Has Spence got the strength? No, he hasn't. Yeah, Giuliano Simeone did well. Held his ground. Spence couldn't get past him. And then Spence tries to run through and does so, and then concedes the foul. Liverpool have got a penalty at Anfield. Liverpool have been awarded a penalty. Llorente. Yeah, if anybody's going to create some danger for Atletico Madrid, Llorente has looked like that guy. There's going to be a late corner here for Atletico Madrid. And I think the referee's going to allow the time. They concede Spurs, it's over. Alvarez, yeah, it's headed away. Llorente keeps it alive. There's a shot which is wide, and that should invite the referee's half-time whistle. Well, the whistle's not gone. The referee's in conversation, but the half-time whistle has blown. And I'm sure Tottenham fans and players will be relieved about that. Igor Tudor will be relieved about that. But there's most certainly spirit in this Tottenham side. There is clearly a belief, and the performance is displaying that tonight. It's 2 goals still that they need to get to extra time, but I mean, it's nearly half the job done here. I mean, 1-0 up at the break. They've got to find some goals in the second half. They've got to find at least 2. If they can find 3, they're through. Half-time 1-0. Promising. Let's move into Liverpool Galatasaray, because there was a penalty awarded to Liverpool. And according to this, they missed the penalty. I mean, I can't see a penalty in this game. I don't know. So they've missed it. So Liverpool still 1-0 up. They need another goal, though. Half-time whistle has gone at Anfield. It's 1-0 to Liverpool so far on the night. 1-1 on aggregate. And here it is also 1-0 to Tottenham, but it is a different aggregate scoreline. It is 5-3 to Atlético de Madrid on aggregate. And there is work to do for Tottenham, but a positive first half display from the home team for once. And most certainly, we'll all be laughing at Chelsea if Tottenham get through tonight. We will. We will indeed. What's this BMW advert? Right. You lovely lot. Let's get through some halftime scores and let's get through some scores that are happening over the course of the night. Let's head into October score, where we can take a look and a deep delve through what is happening tonight. There is a Europa League game that was played at 3:30 today. For some reason, that was Braga against Ferencváros, and that was the second leg. Ferencváros won the first leg 2-0, but a brilliant comeback by Braga as they win 4-0 on the night tonight to win 4-2 on aggregate. So that is Braga into the Europa League quarterfinals, and thanks to a Ricardo Horta brace, Gabriel Martinez, and first Florian Grilic with the goals. So brilliant comeback in the Europa League today by Braga against Ferencváros. 3:30 UK time kickoff, and it finished 4-0 to Braga, who came back from 2 goals down to win 4-2 on aggregate. EFL Championship, Southampton 1, Norwich 0. Finn Hazard with Southampton's goal. And no EFL League 1 tonight, but there is EFL League 2. League 2 is MK Dons 1, Colchester United 0. Own goal by Matt Macy on 39 minutes has Colchester United a goal back at Stadium MK. Half-time score is MK Dons 1-0 against Colchester United. And that's it. One League 2 game, one Championship game, nothing tonight in League 1. But let's have a look and see what is happening for you in the Europa League tomorrow. Of course, 5:45, you can watch 1 of 3, Freiburg, Genk, Lyon against Celta Vigo, or Midtjylland against Nottingham Forest. Now, Midtjylland against Nottingham Forest is currently Midtjylland 1-0 because Midtjylland won at the City Ground, but Forest have tended to play better away from home, particularly in the Europa League under Vitor Pereira and also Sean Dyche. Of course, they won they won their first leg of the playoff away from home, then lost at home in the second leg. That they still got through though, and they've lost the first leg at home. But again, their European away form and their Premier League away form also would tend to make you think, oh, maybe Forest will come back then. They should. Can they do it tomorrow against Midtjylland at 5:45? 8 o'clock kickoffs include Porto against Stuttgart, Real Betis at home to Panathinaikos, and Roma against Bologna is a all-Italian tie. Wow. And that was, I'm not surprised, 1-1. And then Villa are at home to Lille, Villa Park, 1-0 aggregate lead for them as well. So Villa just have to basically not do anything stupid tomorrow, not concede a goal. I mean, if they could have a 0-0 draw and they go through. Conference League-wise, you've got Palace away to AE Larnaca. And because that was a 0-0 draw at Selhurst Park, there isn't a difficulty to that for Palace. However, their away Premier League form has been a lot better recently than their home form. So maybe they're going to have to find a way, Palace. If they want to stay in the Conference League and they want to progress, they're going to have to find a way tomorrow, because it's not the league phase where you can get away with not winning away from home in the Europa Conference League. You have to find a way. And I do think it's a little bit of a blow that you did have a 0-0 draw at Selhurst Park against Larnaca, because really, at home, you should be doing the business, but they didn't. Oh, did he say? Did he miss the penalty? Did he? I tell you what, Jamesy. Southampton are on great form at the minute, and I would love to see them come back up. You know what I mean? For me, I would like Southampton to come back up. I mean, I'm not saying that they will, and I'm not saying that they're my favourite, but I would never moan at Southampton coming to the Premier League, because I like them. I have a soft spot for Southampton. I'm not going to lie about that. And I know that I have quite a few soft spots, but I do. And I think that they always give Arsenal a good go. And yeah. Oh, I'm going to party, mate. Yeah, it'll be party time. Yes, Jamesy, HBO Max for TNT. 1-0 up at the minute. Quiet. Harry Kane penalty has them in the lead. Well, let's give you the reminder. Super Sunday is an important day, and you can join us for the League Cup final. I would appreciate it if you all came in your herds and your numbers. I want a lot of noise ahead of that League Cup final on Sunday. Can Arsenal win the Carabao Cup? I bloody hope so, because I am desperate to win that particular cup. So please bring your noise, come in your numbers, herd around me, and join me for the Carabao Cup final, which is in less than 4 days' time. And it's Come On You Gunners at 4:30 on Super Sunday. The start time for the stream for that cup final will be 4:10. We're going to give you an extra 5 minutes of build-up. So 4:10, you can join us on Sunday for the League Cup final. 4:10 will start. I am indeed. Once again, we will start at 4:10. And again, please do bring numbers. Please come in numbers. I want a lot of noise around that cup final. I want it to be the most memorable cup final we can get. I'm going to go 1-0 to the Arsenal. I'm going to go boring. I'm going to go 1-0. I'm going to go Arsenal 1-0 Man City. And I'm going to go for a weird goal scorer as well. I'm going to say Calafiori scores the winner. Call me crazy. Calafiori's going to score the winner. I think we'll play dull. I think it'll be a dull cup final. I reckon 1-0 to the Arsenal. And I reckon Calafiori scores the winner. Don't even ask me why, but I don't care. But the referee for the Carabao Cup final is, for anybody who doesn't know, Peter Banks is in charge of this year's Carabao Cup final. Peter Banks is the referee. And I'm not surprised at all. I think the Premier League are most certainly giving Peter Banks a bit of a rise. His name appears to be getting more popular in the refereeing charts, the Prem. And he is going to be assisted by VAR as John Brooks. And John Brooks was last year's Carabao Cup final referee. So he gets to contribute again to the League Cup final, but in a VAR role this time. But John Brooks was the referee for last year's Carabao Cup final when Newcastle beat Liverpool 2-1. And he's in VAR. Peter Banks, though, is the on-field referee for this year's Carabao Cup final. Peter Banks. I ain't complaining with that either. I like Peter Banks. I think that it's nice to see Peter Banks getting a bit of a. I mean, look, it's. I like seeing underdog refs get more noise around them, if you know what I mean. I mean, Simon Hooper at one point was getting a lot of noise around him. Don't remind me. "6-1 to Arsenal" is a fantastic prediction by Ashik. Well, grade 1 it will be. It'll be a grade 1. It'll just be razor straight through the head. I'll just go slash with the razor. Yeah, and well, there's a lot of hair here. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of hair. I'll shave my head if we lose. Yeah, buzz cut. There's a lot of hair here, though, man. So yeah, I'll need some preparation for it because my hair is ridiculously long. Take it off then. That's what my hair looks like when it's not, well, I mean, yeah, it can reach my nearly the tip of my nose. All this hair coming off, can you imagine? I can't. I would rather not lose my hair. Yeah, well, I don't know. Well, that could be denied by Tottenham tonight. You know, it's a long shot. Here's Dragusin. Comes through. Colomani. Tell. No chance. Here's Adamola Lookman for Atletico Madrid. Got space. Alvarez. Thunderbolt. Smashed. And 1-1. And it could be a killer blow for Tottenham. Ademola Lookman had a lot of space. And then Simon and then Alvarez just smashes it on the turn. What a goal. And that might just burst the Tottenham balloon. And there is a VAR check in progress on the goal. The goal will stand. Igor Tudor's got in the book for protests. He didn't look happy when the goal went in. Dragusin's going to prepare the long front. Never in a million years. Romero. Atletico Madrid looking to break again. Simon sees it out for a front. Potentially costly goal. You'll find out on Sunday. If we lose. Coca-Cola, Monster and Stella Artois, no chance. Spence appeals for a handball. I didn't agree to nothing, mate. We'll win the League Cup anyway. Porro. Tackled by Cardoso. You can pull the clips up, mate. I'm not going to be having an ugly haircut. Unless there's money on... Simo! What a goal! And Tottenham pull it back to within 2. There is spirit. And it's game on again. Oh, it's a great goal by Simons. I mean, it doesn't look... The camera angles on the replays don't do it justice. It's... When you first see it, it's a brilliant goal. The replay angles, the slow-mo doesn't do it justice. This is exactly what we should have seen from Chelsea yesterday, by the way. Somehow Tottenham are finding a way, but Chelsea didn't. Make it make sense. Goal for Liverpool scored to make it 2-0. Ekitike with the goal. Romero doing well. Just imagine if Atleti didn't score that goal, though, and it was 2-0. A different story. Be 5-4. Dragon's flick on. Here's Porro. Flicked away with the header clear. Liverpool have scored again. 2 goals in quick succession for Liverpool. Ekitike with the second, but the third is scored by Ryan Gravenberch. So 2 goals in really quick succession by Liverpool. Gravenberch and Ekitike with them. 3-0 on the night. Now 3-1 aggregate. And Liverpool have daylight. And Harry Kane has scored again for Bayern Munich, who are now 2 up on the night and increased their aggregate lead to 8-1. And that is absolutely over for Atalanta, poor sods. So Liverpool turn it around. Can Tottenham turn it around? Chelsea and Manchester City failed to do so yesterday. And Barcelona, of course, ripped Newcastle apart. But as things stand, it's going to be Liverpool and Arsenal who remain in the Champions League for the quarterfinals. But Tottenham are within 2 goals of a chance to join Liverpool and Arsenal. Against all the odds, City, Newcastle and Chelsea get knocked out. And yet Tottenham have played more convincingly than... 3-0 Bayern Munich. 3-0 Bayern Munich. Another goal for them. Harry Kane scored the second. He's got a brace. Has he got a hat-trick for Bayern Munich? Nope. Lennart Karl adds the third Bayern Munich, and that is 3-0 on the night lead, 9-1 on aggregate. And Liverpool are running riot. It's now 4-0 on the night. Crazy. But what a comeback for Liverpool. And they're 4-0 up. And it's an own goal by Wilfried Singo to have Liverpool 4 goals in front at Anfield. 4-1 on aggregate. And Galatasaray look to be beaten. And in fact, that goal has been disallowed. That goal is not going to count. So that goal will not count for Liverpool. So back to 3-1 on aggregate and 3-0 on the night. Simons. Oh, Simons. Chance for Poro. Oh, my word. What a save. That was going bottom corner. Musso with a superb save. Poro should have scored. And there's been a few of those moments tonight. Largely from Tottenham. This should be in the back of that from Poro. What a save by Musso. No Oblak, no problem. What a save. They've got a corner Tottenham. They've got half an hour. And Romero gets round the back. Flicked on. Dragusin straight at the goalkeeper. And if he scores, I'm getting worried for Atlético Madrid. And Sam Matterface has just said next goal is vital. I agree. Overlap or save Vicario. I'm sure there will be a next goal, and the next goal is pivotal. Colomwani. Archie Gray. Pedro Porro. Dragusin. Romero. Gray. Porro. Liverpool 3-0 up on the night. Bayern Munich 3-0 up on the night. It's 2-1 to Spurs here. 4-6 an aggregate. Papsar hit it. And it's going to come out to Pedro Porro. And that's come off Musso for a corner. It's going to drop. It's going to drop. Left-hand side. Corner for Tottenham. They keep coming again. They aren't going away. It's one of the best Tottenham performances I've seen in a while. Playing well at Anfield on Sunday, but they're not giving up. Matthias Telf on the left-hand side. 28 minutes left on the clock. 2 goals required to police extra time. And it's a deep one, and it was for Pape Sarr to attack. But he couldn't adjust himself properly. I mean, brilliant by Tottenham. Brilliant by Tottenham. And it has to be said, this is why did we not see? How are we seeing this from Tottenham but not Chelsea? Like, yeah, 3-0. I know there was a goal disallowed as well. It was 4-0, but they Well, I hit gold yesterday with a PB, £10 for 290 on Arsenal, PSG, and Real Madrid all to win. Mo Salah gets a goal with Liverpool, and they lead 4-0, and it is now 4-1 on aggregate. Trying to find the banner. There it is. So Mo Salah for Liverpool and Galatasaray are out. I mean, yeah. Are they, though? I'm not too sure PSG are petrified. Atletico Madrid have got a corner here. He missed the penalty early. Chill out, lad. I haven't seen the goal, so I can't judge it, but... Oh, it's such a... Oh! They can't concede. If they concede... Flags up. No corner. I'll have a look later. But no, you can't really take your eyes off this game. I think Tottenham have played really, really well tonight. And can they complete the comeback? Chelsea got ripped apart by Paris Saint-Germain yesterday. And Chelsea, of course, had a better season than Tottenham. What, are you going to go to it, are you? Oh, I see. Ugh. Dump. Absolute dump. It is. Oh, mate, it is. I like down southwest. I like Bournemouth. You want good sand? Good sand that wasn't transported from Spain? Go to Bournemouth. Yeah, we all know that Skegness had blooming sand transported from Spain. So that doesn't count. Yes, the sand might be nice there, but it's Spanish sand. Trust me, down Dorset, Bournemouth, Poolway, oh, the sand is amazing down there. And you've got the Jurassic Coast, Durdle Door. Oh, it might go. 22 minutes. Bournemouth is underrated. Laddie, Bournemouth is underrated, lad. You want good sand? Go Bournemouth. Oh, I had the most amazing trip down there in September. Are you kidding? I mean, it's got good sand. Spanish sand. Alvarez. Vicario blocks it. Shithole, mate. Segues is a shithole. I'd rather go Great Yarmouth. I actually quite like Great Yarmouth. I'd rather go Great Yarmouth. If I had to pick out of Great Yarmouth or Skeg, I'd go Great Yarmouth. It's Great Yarmouth ain't overrated, lad. Great Yarmouth's great. It's got a pleasure beach and everything. Great Yarmouth's got a pleasure beach and all that stuff. It's great. Great Yarmouth's good. Ugh. September. I can't remember the date, but I was there in September, mate, for 3 days, and I caught all the sight was in the air. And, great weather, sun. It was a last-minute holiday as well. I didn't plan it for very long, but I just booked it and went. I had 3 days in Bournemouth. It was one of my favourite holidays that I've had in a while. 4-0 Bayern. Yeah, that was one of the best holidays I've had for a minute. I'll tell you that much. It was a great trip. Luis Diaz for 4-0 Bayern Munich. And that's now 10-1 on aggregate. Kane with 2. Diaz with the next. Kalamwani's going to get... Sudogi's got books. For a stamp on the turn. Lucas Bergval. It's about to come on for Tottenham here. Silly challenge by Romero. Free kick conceded. Time's running out. You don't want to blow it. Porro. Bergman for Porro. Porro wants to stay on. Antoine Griezmann and Julian Alvarez eyeing up this free kick for Atletico Madrid, and if they score it, it's over. It's Alvarez with the hit. Ooh. Hit it well. But Vicario covers it, in fact. He's conceded a corner. Fifteen and a half minutes remain. Tottenham still need 2 goals. Oh, it's over for Tottenham. Atletico Madrid equalise again. And you would imagine that this is too much of an uphill climb for Tottenham now. You would imagine that is tie settled. And you would imagine that is Atletico Madrid on their way to the quarterfinals. Good header and clinical. Face to face, especially Javi Simons tell you all you need to know. Oh, Jed Spence. Alvarez is through. Good recovery by Vicario. Has that stayed in or did it go out? Flicked away. Haven't been able to find a 2-goal cushion tonight, Tottenham. That's been the problem. They've played really well, but here's a chance. Sorloth, corner. Atleti blocked by Jed Spence. I'm going to go for a loo break. This is over, I think. Do you believe, Tottenham fans, you can find 3 goals in 30 minutes? I personally don't. I'm sure strange things have happened. most certainly, though, showed a lot more spirit than some of the English teams have shown, and a lot better of a performance in second leg. You've had the likes of Newcastle get thrashed. You've seen Chelsea get thrashed. City lost yesterday, but this has been spirited from Tottenham. And had they lost 5-2 in the first leg, we could be looking at a completely different story tonight. And it's going to be just Arsenal and Liverpool remaining indeed in the Champions League. So we are, unless Tottenham can do something about this, which I don't think they can at this point, going to lose 4 Champions League sides from England. But Arsenal and Liverpool will remain. And on loan, I think, from Atlético Madrid, Conor Gallagher's about to come on. Bergval's going to try a long throw here. Into the box. Bergval. Gray. Bergval. Down the line to Archie Gray. Sliding tackle by Griezmann. Came in. Kept alive by Tell. And away by Koke, who's found Sorloth. Good recovery by Tottenham. Bergval and Spence working well together to win the ball back quickly. And that is intercepted by Realltom. Southampton are about to beat Norwich by a goal to nil in the EFL Championship. Goal from Finazars looks to have sealed the deal for another 3 points for Southampton in the EFL Championship. And they are now in the top 6, above Wrexham by goal difference. They have a plus 13 goal difference, the highest outside of the top 3. And they are in great form, Southampton. Matthias Tell going off, and he's going to take the long way round. Down to Jed Spence. Spurs have used all 5 of the changes. So, yeah, they've done well defensively, I think, though. Don't think Spurs will score again now. I reckon it finishes 2-2 or 3 to Atletico at this point. Looks like their heads have dropped a little bit, those Spurs players. When you perform so well, your heads will drop. Because obviously, they're giving everything tonight, but hasn't quite gone their way. Miss Molina's joined us. Welcome aboard. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. So next up on Realltom Football then, just to turn you in the direction of what is next, we're going to give the Europa League a miss tomorrow, but back on Friday night, Bournemouth against Manchester United is the Friday night football, and Man United need to get a win there, really, because how crucial would it be if they can get another 3 points on the board? Indeed, the League Cup final is massive on Sunday, and there is just 4 days to go. Do join us on Sunday. Bring your numbers, bring your noise. That's what we want for the Carabao Cup final on Sunday. And we will bring you coverage from 4:10 for that one. 4:10. Final 5 minutes of this game. It's going to be a throw to Atlético de Madrid. The away fans are loving it. And full-time whistle's not gone yet at St Mary's. Still 1-0, 7 minutes. We're allocated. They're in the 101st minute. That's a cross towards Sorloth. Not the best of headers. Atalanta have a consolation on the night. At the Allianz Arena, they have scored. It's going to be a 10-2 aggregate lead for Bayern Munich. So no clean sheet for Bayern Munich tonight, because Lamar Smardzic has found the back of the net for Atalanta. And again, that is a consolation for them on the night. The aggregate lead for Bayern Munich is 10-2 and 4-1 on the night. Yes, we will. We will. And then that will be it for Realltom Football. I mean, after the World Cup, we're going to just say goodbye to Realltom Football, and we're going to start to change things around, start to transition. So yes, the World Cup will be the last time the name Realltom Football is used. We are changing the channel. We are revamping it. We are... Yeah, I think that'll be it. World Cup, and then we'll just... No, but we're gonna revamp the channel most certainly. I mean, it'll all make sense at the end of the season. Is what I'm gonna say. Well, 90 seconds after the 19, I have to say that this isn't going to be enough for Tottenham tonight, but they have to do this in the Premier League if they are going to stay up. I'm not going to penalty. Xavi Simons winning the penalty. It's all day a penalty as well. It's a bad tackle. It's probably a yellow card for Jimenez, but I'm not sure if he'll get booked. VAR are just having a look. Check complete. Penalty stands. And Xavi Simons won the penalty. Can he score it to add a little bit more daylight to the night for Tottenham? Simons. I think that came off the post, but it went into the back of the net. And it's 3-2. It won't be enough to keep them in the Champions League, but it is going to be enough to get a victory on the night. Or at least, you would think. Still time left. 4 minutes at a time. And it's actually 5 minutes at a time, not 4. So excuse me for that. It did come up as 4 originally, but it is 5, not 4. Yeah. It's 10-2 on aggregate, and it's 4-1 on the night. Can they get 2? Let's see. For the English sides, though, Chelsea were appalling. Tottenham have showed spirit. Chelsea haven't. Bergvall is going to win a free kick. That's a pull on the shirt. Yellow card. Towards Danso, flicked. Oh, chance. Colomboani, no. Van de Ven, still alive. Colomboani. Back in once more. Cleared away. Here we go. Simons, Spence, flicked by, throw in. Half of the 5 minutes gone. 2 goals required. A few big blocks in there. Oh, it comes out. Oh, chance. Archie Gray's gone down in the box. Van der Ven. He's given a corner. It's Conor Gallagher tripped there. Knee on knee. Knee on knee. Corner for Tottenham. Final 90 seconds of the 5 allocated, added minutes. Can they find something from this corner? It's going to drop for Jed Spence, and no, that'll be it. Because Bader's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Spencer's got what a tackle, by the way. That is a brilliant recovery by Jed Spence. And it sums up the way Tottenham have played tonight. They've been brilliant, performance-wise, really. What a recovery by Jed Spence, by the way. You can't tell Tottenham that they've not shown spirit tonight because they've given everything. They've given everything. They have to do this in the Premier League, though, to stay up. Most certainly. Final score 4-1 for Bayern Munich. It has finished there. And Atalanta, without surprise, are out. We already knew that about halfway through the first leg that Atalanta were out. And yeah, 10-2 is the aggregate score for Bayern Munich at home to Atalanta. A couple of seconds. And Atletico de Madrid. And the full-time whistle's gone on Tottenham's Champions League campaign. It's fair to say that other teams from England that have gone out, when it comes to your second leg performance, Tottenham have gone out, but they have performed with a spirit that we've not seen enough this season from them, and a spirit which really should have been rewarded with more. What they do get is a rare home victory, a victory in a big game over Atletico de Madrid, and a victory they need to take to build confidence in their bid to stay up in the Premier League. Next up, it's Forest at home. Can they win that game? Final score is a win for Tottenham on the night, but it's a defeat on aggregate. Final score is Tottenham 3, Atletico Madrid 2, but 5-7 on aggregate. And Arsenal and Liverpool are the only English teams who remain. Tottenham were close to making it 3 out of 6 that make it through the knockout stages, but it's only Arsenal and Liverpool that are left. But by the way Tottenham have played tonight, they deserve more. The performance from Tottenham tonight deserves a place in the quarterfinals, but it was just too much for them. What they haven't done is gone and made it worse. You're welcome, and yeah. I mean, I'm not going to be here to see any of it between Tottenham and Forest at the weekend, but they need to play like this against Forest at 2:15 on Sunday. So one more game is still live, and it's about to finish 4-0. Liverpool, Galatasaray, Mo Salah, Ryan Gravenberch, Hugo Ekitike, and Dominic Szoboszlai all on the score sheet for Liverpool in what is going to be a 4-0 on the 9th victory for the Reds. 4-1 in aggregate, and Barcelona, of course, ran out with a 7-2 win over Newcastle, 8-3 in aggregate, a astonishing scoreline, with Rafinha and Lewandowski both getting braces, and it was just a goal fest in that one. Bayern Munich did the job against Atalanta, got a 4-1 victory, 10-2 on aggregate. And the full-time whistle has been blown at Anfield. Liverpool are through, and Tottenham a win on the night tonight, but it wasn't enough for them. Well, we'll see how they play on Sunday. They are out of the Champions League, but they have played a lot better than some of the sides that have gone out from England. So 4 out, 2 remain. It's Arsenal and Liverpool that stand and move on to the quarterfinals alongside Atletico de Madrid, Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain, and Co. Full time, once more, it's Tottenham 3, Atletico Madrid 2. And next up, Realltom Football, you can join us Friday night. Friday night, we'll be here, Bournemouth against Manchester United in the Premier League. That is a Premier League Saturday as well. Normal routine for Saturdays. We're going to watch Liverpool away to Brighton. And then it's a choice of viewing for either Everton, Chelsea, or Leeds, Brentford. I will confirm that in the next couple of days. But next up, it's Friday night. It's 7:45. And it is an 8 o'clock kickoff for Bournemouth against Man United. But the moment that you all need to be here, and I would like to hear your noise, is when the Carabao Cup final kicks off in 4 days' time. We will start at 4:10 on Sunday. Bye-bye.